With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ready? Blue ready. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch out. Ready. Watch out. Check. Watch out.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On second down, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Kaden.
Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They go play action. Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Foles. And this one's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
On the run, it's Fournette. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 180. 2 times. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, Logan. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Logan. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Buccaneers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Dancing, and he's going to go down again. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Play action now, Winston. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive. And something really to take into the lockers here. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. Now they go screen. It's complete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. This is Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Ready. Back 25 behind. 50, 50. We ain't giving up nothing to do.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Completes it to Lee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 180. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check safety. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
4 down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Foles now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Fournette on the counter. There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
1-1. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Foles. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check, check.
On 2nd and 9, Winston being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run with Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. 1-1. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong